Hello, Ocoee region. I'm so glad you joining me today. Hey, guess what? I have a hidden gem for you all today. And I really have to say that it's getting to a point that they're no longer hidden because of the great work they do in our community. And they have been here before. But we have two new representatives from Family Resource Agency and from the Family Balance Program that are here to talk about a special event. So I want you to come on in, come closer, turn up the TV, and listen to this wonderful, wonderful program with the Family Resource Agency. So our representatives are, let me introduce you right now, is Mr. James Anderson. I know all you people know him. He's been in this community leading the charge of the Family Resource Agency. And I love this girl right here, Miss Amber Snyder, who is with the Family Balance Program. So guys, hello, and how
Hello.
you doing?
Doing well. That works great.
I am so glad you are here. And James, I'm really glad you're here.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
All right. Well, for those that don't know, let's take a minute before we go into this great event that's coming up. Let's share a little bit about the Family Resource Agency, and then Amber, I want you to share a little bit about the Family Balance Program. Okay? All right, James.
Well, thank you, Tony, again for inviting us. Family Resource Agency is, of course, a nonprofit organization. We've been in existence since the early 1970s, as a matter of fact.
Wow.
So we've been, now I haven't been here quite that long, but almost. But we do several things. Early childhood education is our largest service area. Yes. For instance, we do Head Start, Early Head Start, Pre-K. We serve Southeast Tennessee, 4 counties there, right. And we also have a program that serves 6 counties in Northwest Georgia. Wow. And obviously we have our Family Violence Program that's an important and integral part of our agency.
Yes, and so Amber, tell us about the Family Violence Program.
Okay. Well, in the Family Violence Program, we serve individuals and families with children that are escaping domestic violence or sexual assault. Mm-hmm. And that could be anywhere from experiencing it in childhood all the way up to emergency situations that they're coming out of in the moment.
Okay.
So we have our Harbor Safe House, which is our shelter yes. for people escaping and need somewhere to go immediately for safety. But we also have crisis counseling for sexual assault and domestic violence. That's one-on-one counseling as well as community support groups. Also court advocacy, everything's free.
Wow.
Free to the community. You don't have to have any insurance or anything like that.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay. Well, you know, I'm just so glad that we have an agency that is really focused on early childhood, because that is so important to our community, important in terms of being able to thrive, but also taking on and understanding there are challenging issues that we also have to deal with. And it's unfortunate, but it's real life. Mm-hmm. And I'm just so glad that you all have the heart to address those issues, because that's hard, and it's really hard. And so I know with the Family Resource Agency, and I always like to put it out here and be transparent, I love this organization that I am a member of the board. So I always love to be transparent, but it's because of the work they do that I want to lend my time and talent and treasure to an organization that's making an impact in the community. So I know that, you know, for a lot of your programs, federally funded and all of that, but the Family Balance Program is something which you have to raise dollars to keep those services, to continue the level of services that you currently provide to our community, to these families that are in trouble. And so that's part of why we're here, is to talk about a big fundraiser that you guys are doing. Now, correct me if I was wrong about that assumption, but I just wanted people to understand.
No, you're correct. And I will point out that the Family Violence Program was birthed through a venture grant from the local United Way back in the 1980s.
Okay.
So at that point in time, our local United Way saw the need for this service in our community. So as a result of that, the program has grown, has increased the level of services, has been able to get other funds, say from the state of Tennessee, which most of it's federal funds that comes to Tennessee and then comes to us. And the local United Way still supports our program. But as we all know, those things go so far, and you have to supplement them. And one of the ways that we supplement them is through our fundraising activities. And of course, that's one of the main reasons we're here today, to talk about those fundraising activities.
All right, so let's talk about victory over violence.
Yes,
I
victory
love
over
that.
violence.
I love it. So, hey, Adrian, I need for you to change my slide. So, why don't we talk about victory over violence? It's a three-on-three basketball tournament. And James, I'm just going to throw that to you. So, tell the people about it real quickly.
Well, this year we decided to do something a little different and see if we could involve lots of other folks and help them to understand what we're doing as well. So we came up with the idea of having a 3-on-3 basketball tournament. And as you can see, we have lots of different divisions starting at third grade and also going up through adults. And it's not just for guys. Gals can play in it too. There can even be co-ed teams. So we're really excited about this. Now we're going to hold it on Saturday, September 14th. We're going to begin at 9 a.m. in the morning, and it's going to be at the Cleveland High School arena. So it's right here local. People can come in, they can bring their kids or watch their grandkids play. It's going to be an exciting day. There will be refreshments served there that people can purchase. But we feel like that this is just a real good way of letting people know about our program. And we're going to also have people there between the games and what have you that share their experiences of domestic violence, because it affects a lot of people. And I will just tell you this a little bit about my own story. One of the reasons that I was interested in family violence way back in the 1980s was due to the fact that I grew up in a home where there was family violence. And so it really struck a chord or a nerve or a tender spot, so to speak. And I realized that it was so important to have a place where people can go who have nothing. Because in that situation, my mother was being abused, but family violence wasn't even talked about back then.
Oh, no, we didn't talk about it.
And there were no resources. There were no harbor houses to go to. You know, it's just, you just deal with it. And so we're so thankful that our community cares enough, our United Way cares enough to help support and help us begin that service. So that's what it's about.
Okay, so that's going to be September 14th. It starts at 9 a.m. at Cleveland High School Arena. There is an entry fee for teams. It's $110, and you can go and register at.
Well, you have to register on a place called www.turninmachine.com. And if you don't get all that down, then call my executive assistant, Catherine Rice, at 423-303-3519. And if she doesn't immediately return your call, because she's been out a few days, and she will get back in touch with you and let you know. And also, if you know him, Rodney Dunn, who's very active in the local basketball community, is also on our, and he's also on our board of directors, and he can tell you all about it as well.
So we really, come on, schools, I know you're back back in session. Get your teams together. Churches, I just got an email from a friend of mine, and I talked to a pastor here in the studio today about getting their teams together. We want everybody, the community,
Yes.
to come on out and join us in this. This is good, clean, fun for everybody, every level. We've included everybody, male or female, and let's just have a good time and take victory over violence. I just love that. I really
Great name.
do. It's a great name. I love it. Okay, so now there's other ways. If you like me and you're not athletic, you can't dribble a ball, but you believe in what the Family Resource Agency does and the Family Balance Program, you can just be a sponsor of this. And as a sponsor, there's various levels. And I'm just going to turn this over to Amber and tell us all about the different levels we have up here that people could sponsor, or companies could sponsor, dealerships, car dealerships can sponsor, restaurants, or if you're just a good old person and you just feel like you want to do something, God is putting it on your heart to do a seed, you can do one of these sponsors and receive some recognition for your gift. So, Amber, tell us about those.
All right. Well, we've got 4 levels of sponsorships here. It goes from platinum, gold, silver, and down to bronze. Each one comes with its own good benefits that we try to throw into you, a little incentive, because we want to give back to you as you're giving to us as well. Our platinum level is our presenting sponsor level. It's $3,500. You're going to get VIP seats during the tournament. You're going to get to register 3 teams with that as well. Free T-shirts, display your logo.
Yeah.
So that's going to get your name out there too.
Yeah.
You're gonna have that right out there. Naming rights to the half-court shootout that we're going to do.
Yes.
Product service demo, and marketing materials, your name on those materials as well. And then as we go down to our gold level, some of those things are going to come off, but you're still going to get a lot of that represented as well. Going down to 2 teams, but still the free T-shirts as well.
Right.
Your name's still represented on the Facebook page and getting your logos out as well. Down to the silver level, it's $1,500, a little less going in as well. 1 team, still the free T-shirts.
Right.
We've got the bronze level, $750. You still get the VIP seats during the tournament. No free T-shirts on that one, no teams. But there are some good things there. Will still display your logo, product services, demos, also the sponsor names on the logo and marketing materials. But don't feel pressured to give us that amount of money if you can't. We will always accept any amount if you have it. We
will
need
honor
any.
that as well.
Yeah, anything.
Because we have a lot of sponsors already. And we want to say thank you to a lot of those sponsors that have already given. If we get that other slide up with some of the names, they're there. Just look at that list, everybody. Look at that list up there. So join the sponsors that we've already have that are joining us to do this, okay? And we didn't put their levels up there right now because it doesn't matter. Those are the sponsors, so join them. And, you know, we want to thank you for Victory Over Violence, for being the sponsors of this great event. Remember, September 14th at 9 a.m. And if you want more information, give the phone number one more time. Call Catherine.
At 423-303-3519.
James, thank you. Amber, thank you so much.
You.
And to the Akori region, thank you for joining us today. And support Family Resource Agency and the Family Violence Program. Thank you.